we've got a Nigerian football commentator, Abdul Adedapo, joining us all the way from Abuja, Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. Nice to have you on the show. Now it's time to talk about Nigerian football. Let's look ahead to 2023, but we have to focus on what's the wrongs, those things that are rotten in football in Nigeria. What do you make of this league postponement, the season's postponement? It has been 5 months now since the previous season ended without any sign of a new season kicking off. Now we got the news that a season which is supposed to start in December now has been moved to January 2023. What do you make of this?
Well, I'm excited to be here this morning because more exciting to the fact that just before I came on, I had the chance to see the IMC chairman one-on-one talking about Honorable Benga Elegbeleye himself. And the man just admitted that the problem of the Nigerian league are the club chairman. Now, they said the initial plan was to start the Nigerian Professional Football League on the 17th of December. And the club chairman said they were not ready. In fact, he categorically told me that one of the clubs said that our players need to rest after playing on the continent. Now, this was a club that was eliminated from the continent even before the start of the World Cup 2 months ago. And they had got 2 months rest, and they said they were still not ready to start the league. The IMC chairman went further to say that they have tried their best to ensure the league starts this year. But the club chairman said they don't want an abridged version, and the mandate given to them is to have an abridged version of the league because the league must end in May. Because everyone have said the league should end in May so that they can have clubs to send in July. But the club chairman told the IMC that the league should continue to run to July. That when CAF asks for a team on the continent, the top 4 team in the league, as at that time, should go to the continent. Isn't that funny? Now, the league will not end. Why a top 4 team will now go to the league? What eventually happens if, at the end of the season, those top 4 clubs don't even make it as the top 4 clubs at the end of the season? It tells you that there's a whole lot of rot in Nigerian football. And hearing that from the horseman himself just tells you that our club chairman or club owners are the reason why our league is suffering. You know, when Shehu Diko said some of these things, many people felt he was having issues with the club chairman. Now a new person has come into our football and is now revealing that these club chairmen don't want this league to go on. They are only fighting for their own interest. Now, they said the league will start next year, January 8th. The draws will be made on December 28th. And I can also confirm to you that IFC chairman has also revealed that the sponsors of the league will be reviewed on that day when the draws are made. So finally, sanity will return to the league. We hope. He says the league will be on terrestrial television. We pray that the sponsors will also bring it on cable network because we need to see our players playing in the best pitches and being televised for Nigerian fans to watch the league. We must see fairness in our league. But realistically, the club chairman must have a way to synergize with themselves and ensure the league grows. Because at the end of the day, whether it's the IMC, whether it's the NFF, whether it's the LMC, there's a whole lot they can do, but there's a limit to what they can actually do because it boils down to the decision of the club chairman. If you are going to have a vote, the IMC chairman will probably have one, but the league chairman will have call of the votes.
Okay, but we've seen a lot of other leagues. That's the Moroccan Botola Pro. We see the Egyptian Premier League, the South African PSL, the Ugandan Premier League, and not forgetting Tanzania and Senegal go all out, and they are played on TV. Football fans can watch these teams on TV. They've got sponsors, but the Nigerian Professional Football League is still trying to get these matches on TV for their football fans to watch. Now, we could see the successes of Morocco at the FIFA World Cup. Yes, players they took to the World Cup, of course, they've got maximum number from the domestic league. Now there are news about the IMC. The IMC giving 200 million naira grants to the 20 clubs in the Nigerian Professional Football League just to help them going into the 2022-2023 season. Can you just confirm that and when and why would this money be given to the 20 clubs?
Well, just to also add, I don't think that news, that money will come because the IMC chairman did not confirm to me. He said that he doesn't know where the news is coming from, that if the money will be paid, that we will know when the draws will be made. So there is no clear indication whether the IMC will pay these clubs this money. So for now, I think there's no certainty about it. It is just the club chairman peddling it that the IMC will give them a 20 million grant to start the league before the league will commence. But I don't think the IMC have that in plan. But the IMC said that a sponsor will be reviewed when the draws are made. So it's only when that draw will be made that we will then definitely know for a certainty if that 20 million will be paid to the 20 clubs in the Nigerian Professional Football League.
All right, let's move away from that right now. John Noble is in the news. That's the captain of Aimba and Super Eagles goalkeeper. Now, it is reported that he's yet to receive his African Cup of Nations bonuses 11 months after Nigeria's participation at the African Cup of Nations in Cameroon. Other team members are reportedly that they have been given their bonuses. His rights are worth $25,000 and it is reported that it is still with the Nigerian Football Federation. Noble is a sole NPFL player and he was at the Nations Cup. He was the only one from the NPFL at the Nations Cup. Why do we keep getting these situations in the Nigerian Football Federation and about NPFL players?
It is just terrible for our administrators. It is extremely terrible that we have to stoop so low to let this even come out to the public. First and foremost, why should you owe a national team player money for so long? 11 months. That's a huge number of months. Imagine if he was dependent on that sole money, he would definitely suffer. Now, the Nigerian Football Federation have also not helped themselves. When this news broke out, it is simple. Come out and clear the air. Release a press statement. The communication chairman of the NFF, the director of communications rather, Mr. Demola Olajire, released a press statement saying that the NFF are not owing money, or this is why the money has not been paid, so we can manage the situation. And if the money has been paid, maybe somebody else is holding the money of John Noble. But it's sad that NPFL players will play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and somebody somewhere will feel because these players are local league players, don't deserve this so much amount of money, and you keep it in your pocket. If it's the former board, let's know it's the former board. Let's go after them. If it's the current NFF board, let's go after them. It is shameful that Noble is not paid his money. See, Noble is speaking. It might have happened to other NPFL players in the past who have refused to speak. Now Noble is saying for a certainty, I want to give me my money. And the NFF must pay him his money. And for the player, he should channel it to the right places. He's got it out to public knowledge. He should find a way to get it across to the Minister of Youth and Sport and even the NFF president himself. He's earned this money and he must be paid this money.